from Orison Corporation. My background, mechanical engineer, 30-some years in aerospace, from product development, customer support, configuration management, a number of different fields, and also in supply chain. So my mission for the last several years has been really developing lightweight electric vehicles. So here you can see one of our products here, and we'll be talking about that in more detail. So, but stepping back and looking at some other players in this field or other products, there's an issue with just hauling and storing. Golf carts are definitely, let's say, they're established player in this field, but they're hard to store. And if you want to take one behind your RV or something like that, it requires a trailer. Other vehicles you see on the right, four-wheel scooters, they have a stigma to them as far as being disabled or used for the elderly. So we're really working on trying to address those two challenges. And what we do is we're stepping back and looking at the market space and the common vehicles that are in there. We went ahead and plotted this up, and we look along, like on the x-axis, we say rider comfort. Okay, comfortable vehicles like a golf cart, that's more towards the right, whereas the electric skateboard's on the left, whereas our vertical axis is ease of use. How can you, or ease of transport, or ease of storage. And then you see the opposite. Okay, an electric skateboard or a scooter, they're great. They're easy to haul around, but they're just not very comfortable. So you kind of see this trend you see right here. And what we're looking at this further, we look at, okay, how big is this? Like the e-bike industry is a $41 billion business globally. The United States is not a leader in this. It's more common in Europe and the Far East, e-bikes, but they're starting to catch on here. E-bikes grew 91% in 2017, another 72% in 2018. Golf carts here are a little bit more established, even though most golf carts never see a golf course. So we're talking in essence a $1.6 billion industry as of a couple of years ago. So we look at where do we fall, and we're looking at, okay, we feel towards the upper right, and you see a little bit more about our vehicle, how it folds up, and it's easy to store, easy to transport, yet at the same time it is comfortable. So anyway, here's a quick little video of how we shot this a couple of years ago. It's on one of our earlier cars, but just shows how the product unfolds. It rolls around easily on two wheels. Empty weight is about 90 pounds. So it's easy to handle as long as you don't have to lift it off the ground. Steering, throttle, braking is all with your feet, so it's hands-free design. Okay, summarizing the competitive environment, we talked about transport, comfort, hauling capability. We feel that we're looking towards the right, that we've got our hands around that quite a bit. Intellectual property, we've got some IP that relates to this, to our cars, tied up, patents have all been approved. And we feel like we have an advantage here. You look at the e-bike industry, you've got all of these people growing. Say again? Oh. A growing industry, but a lot of competition within the industry. Same for golf carts. We look at Segway, which was purchased about 5 years ago by Ninebot, a Chinese company. They're even phasing out their original personal transporter as of last year and going on other products. But we feel that we've got our hands around this. We can learn from the successes and failures of some of these other products and apply that to ours. We look at big players. We see some big names getting into the e-bike industry. Also, we see some big prices, which we're pleased to see some of these products selling for high dollar amounts. From our perspective, we want to develop a business that has definitely takes advantage of the additional income from accessories. Here on the left, you can see here's an electric bike lift. It fits in the back of a regular trailer hitch of a car, runs on a 12-volt system, fold up your car, hang it on the back and lift it up. People ask us about hauling and storage, or pardon me, just hauling capability. That's one advantage we have over these other products like e-bikes, that keep the storage space to transport items. People say, well, can I take my dog with me? Can I do such and such? And then the lower right, asking about what surfaces can we run on? So we're developing cars that really fit into that, that really fill that niche. Also, another question that comes up, people see a big need for this on the back of their RVs. So there's a big interest in that. And they also ask and go like, well, do you have a two-person car? Well, the answer is, well, under development. We don't have anything driving yet, but the same technologies, the same IP, it all is set up to handle a two-person car. So we're looking forward to really taking this next vehicle and bringing this one to physically building that as well. So here we are. This is our small business. We're in Tip City, Ohio, a little bit north of Dayton. Our focus has been on design, development, and getting some basic manufacturing capabilities, tooling, fixturing. But in essence, we're still small time. We're still more development. We aren't our skill set yet, and our resource base at the moment is not into scaling. But it's given us some opportunity to get some customer feedback, some people driving our cars, and also working on implementing some of our business systems from QuickBooks to establish how we handle our CAD data and SolidWorks, everything like that, so we can support some growth. But what we want to get into, we want to reach out, and every place there's a golf cart community, we'd like to get a sales and service rep. You look at places like the Villages down in Florida, there's like, in essence, hundreds of thousands of golf carts that are in that area. Interesting, Augusta, Georgia, Easy Go, Cushman, and Club Car are all based in those areas. And we'd love to have a sales and service rep supporting new customers down there. So anyway, we've been having a lot of fun at this, but we thought we'd have even more fun if we generated a positive cash flow. So that's kind of what our objective is. Right now, we've got, in essence, 4 cars out there that people are driving. Base price of a current car complete is like $2,500, but these are early adopters. It's a little bit of the guinea pig type role. So we're getting feedback from them. As we move forward and get our product refined, everything set and polished up, we can command a higher price based on what we see e-bikes selling for, based on what we see golf carts selling for.
8 minutes.
What's that, 8 minutes? Okay, great. We got, it costs us almost as much, well, in essence, in components that go into our cars, and it takes us over a man week to build one. We're looking at applying lean to that. Lean has had a very big impact on my prior career, what we did with lean in aerospace, and also a big reduction in the cost of our components. So anyway, if we look at this, how this relates to cash flow, we're looking, if we were to scale this up, we'd be burning through over $250,000 in 1 year and $150,000 the next year. But after that, we see the potential for a substantial cash flow. So here's our team. Myself, I'm a mechanical engineer, we're an electrical engineer, person from Crown. I'm the only guy working full-time on this right now. Other people, my wife's a CPA. Zach Snyder's the only one getting paid. He is our intern. You also may know Trent Fisher from the Entrepreneurship Center. So here's what we commonly refer to as our world headquarters here in Tip City. But we're able to design, develop, assemble our cars. A lot of our parts are made by local people. Some components come offshore, but this is where it all comes together right here. So just a quick drive over. So with that being said, I would welcome any questions.
Perfect. 10 minutes, Blair.